Day 19, welcome. Today has been this kind of road and lots of little villages along the way. I'm about 10 kilometers into today. I've stopped for a bit of food and I just want to show you the kind of audience that I get.
Hi. I'm from Nepal. From Nepal.
So I'm just leaving that little village where I had food, and I just wanted to give a little bit of context to my first clip about everyone watching there. It's just a really regular occurrence, really. Doesn't always happen. Basically, if I come into a little village and I find somewhere to eat and I go straight inside, not too many people have seen me, I can sit there on my own, a nice little break, that kind of thing. But if I come into the village and you start getting a crowd, which is quite common, then people basically just start coming into the restaurant. So I can start there on my own or with a few people, and then before you know it, another person's coming in, another. It's all pretty interesting to them. It's me being here is very unusual, so it's totally understandable. Obviously, it's just something that takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm there basically eating my food, and there might be like 20 people all in quite a small room, totally silent. They're not talking amongst themselves, and they're all literally just staring at me eating. It's a pretty bizarre situation, pretty bizarre. I've just got used to it. Obviously, it can be seen as a bit rude, but it's totally understandable. Different cultural norms. It's very unusual for them, so I just think it's funny. Obviously, I try to make a joke about it as well with them, and I do try to talk to them as well. But obviously, I've got to eat as well. It's all good. It's all quite funny. Just want to show you this view, really. I'm just walking along here, gaining a little bit of height, and it's pretty spectacular. This is a typical river crossing that I've gone through a lot of times since I've been in Nepal. This is the first one I've gone through after my infected blister, because I think it's all healed up now. Still taped up. I left the tape on, but it should all be sealed. The skin, I think, should have regrown over the top of it now. It was really nice to go, because this is actually really cold water. A lot of the streams here are surprisingly not that cold. They're kind of room temperature. But this one is really, really cold, so it's been really nice to... I just stood in the middle of this for a while. I'm not sure why there's buses here. He looks like he's here on purpose. I think that guy, I'm not sure if you can see him, has just walked out in his pants. I think that's the driver. He just parked it there, basically. I think he just spotted me videoing him and he's laughing. I'm going to carry on. Today has been such a picturesque kind of day. I've tried to take some video where I can. At the moment here, this is kind of like a dirt trail, not many vehicles, not many villages, just in this last bit, in the last kind of hour or two. But before that, it was just village after village, really nice. I'm currently looking for somewhere to stay the night. Basically, it's 4:30. The sun goes down at 6:30. So I either find somewhere to camp or I find a hotel. It's, again, quite a rural bit where I'm at. No bigger cities, so hotel might not be an option, and I've asked some people, it is about 3 hours to the next kind of larger town where there could be a hotel. No one's offering me a place to stay like everyone was in the first couple of weeks. It's always away when you need it. It's not there, and finding a campsite is quite difficult, because if you can see this road, it's just kind of drop off on one side and really tall, really high up, and jungle all on the other side. And it's pretty much like that everywhere, really, because obviously it being so hilly, most of the roads, trails, paths, whatever, they're kind of just switchbacks. They're cut into the hillsides. So it's really steep. Unless I find just like a tiny little patch right next to this track, which I really don't want to do. I'm not going to do that. So I keep looking. So basically, yeah, so it's 2 hours from sunset. So this is kind of like my looking for somewhere to stay mode now. So every little village that I pass or anything like that, I'm going to ask. Maybe someone will offer, maybe not. And in the meantime, maybe I'll find a campsite. We'll see. Little update about my sleeping situation. I didn't make it to the big city with a hotel, and I didn't camp, but I found some friendly people who were willing to help me. I basically just asked everyone where is the way to the hotel, hoping that someone will understand that I'm looking for someone to stay and either give me some advice or offer something. So I found a place. Someone has kindly given me a room to stay. They fed me, and now we're just sharing photos of, I'm sharing photos of everywhere I've travelled around the world, in England, friends, that kind of thing, and they're showing me the same. They're showing me their family, festivals. So here everyone is. So I was getting a little bit stuck about where to stay, but it's ended up being a really nice evening, sharing stories, photos, and just sitting down and having a great time.